Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're working on a 2006 Chrysler Town and Country. Also the same for Dodge Caravan or Grand Caravan for the same time period. We're going to be doing front pads and rotors on this thing. They're grinding, so we got to make sure the calipers aren't seized up either. All right, well, let's get into it. So the very first thing you got to do, which is probably the biggest pain of doing these brakes, is you got to get this clip off. Not as hard to get it off as sometimes it is to get the new one on, but you can just use some screwdrivers and pry it out. Be careful of your eyes, because sometimes they will just fly off when they let loose. So to start, we're just going to take some screwdrivers and we're going to pry this thing out. Sometimes it is easier to use two. Those. Like I said, sometimes they can just fly out. So be careful and be ready for it. Alright, now the next thing we got to do is here and here you got two little rubber boots. These are going to be your slide pins. So you can either use an Allen head, it's got a hex key, or you can also use a Torx bit. And it is a T45. So we're going to see if it'll break free first. It won't. So what I like to do, take your Allen wrench, get it in there, make sure it's in really good. You don't want to strip it. Take a hammer and there, broke free. Do the same on the bottom. Broke it free. Now I'm going to take my T45 and zip them out. Alright, now before you go trying to pull the caliper off, if you don't do this first, you're going to fight with it and it'll probably get you mad before you figure out what's going on. So even when these slide pins are out all the way, the threaded end still is protruding enough to catch the caliper bracket. So you want to take a flathead and just grab a hold of it and push it. Push it until it's clear of the bracket. Sometimes with a lower one, you gotta sit on the ground to see it. See, I popped them out. They're sticking out now. Still a little stuck, so I'll just take a big screwdriver or a pry bar. Pop it off. All right, and now like I said, these brakes were grinding. So before we go any further, I'm going to take my caliper compressor and I'm going to try and compress this caliper. Make sure the caliper is okay. Seems to be compressing, it's going in. Hopefully it doesn't lock up part way in. Seems to be doing good. Alright. They compressed. So these probably wore irregularly because of improper slide pin lubrication. So now we know that that's good. We're going to set that out of the way. Next thing we're going to do, we got two 21mm bolts that hold the bracket on. We're going to go ahead and zip those out real quick. I just broke my socket. I'm going to get a new one. That kind of sucks, but I've been using that socket for a long time and been expecting it to break for a long time. It's alright. Got one out and two. Careful not to let that bracket fall on your shin like I just did. Get our rotor off. The rotor doesn't want to come off. Give it a few taps with a hammer. All right, now we're going to get our new rotor and clean it up. Throw the caliper on backwards first. Grab a brake clean and a rag. Spray the back of it. Wipe all that oil off that they put on these things at the factory. And just take it, flip it around, do the same thing to the front. Alright, new rotor is clean. So now we're going to take our bracket that just busted a hole in my shin. We're going to take a wire brush. You can use a grinding wheel, whatever. And we're going to clean up all these areas where the pads rest and slide on. We're going to clean as much of this off as we can so that your pads move nice and freely. You don't have to be perfect. You just want to get as much off as you can. You don't want a big chunk of rust to make our pads hang up and get stuck. Alright, that's good enough. So now we're going to take our bracket bolts, get this caliper back on. Now we're going to zip the bolts back in. Alright, now we're going to get our new pads. With these cars, it's very easy to tell the inboard from the outboard. Inboard, like most, has the squeaker on it. Or I'm sorry, unlike most, the outboard has the squeaker on it. That just sits right there. The inboard has these prongs that push into the piston on the caliper. They push into the hole in the piston, and that's what holds it in place. Now when you're putting these on, just be careful not to damage the boot around the piston with the prongs. Alright, we're almost ready to put this all back together. All we got to do now, we're going to pop these slides out because we want to make sure these are lubricated. This is what your slides look like. Now you don't want to put too much grease on them because the grease can end up getting onto the threads. You don't want the grease on the threads because they could end up loosening up over time. So I'm going to hold them by the threads. I'm just going to put a little bit of grease on here just so that they can move freely inside of the boot. Push them in. Be careful not to push them in too, or have them pushed in too far when you go to reattach your caliper, because just like when pulling them off, they can contact the bracket and they won't allow your caliper to go on all the way. All right, so now we're gonna push them in, and then I always, just to be safe, because you do not want to cross thread these, take my Allen wrench again. I'm gonna stick it in here, try and push it in, and then see if it'll thread in. This one's going in. So now I know that that one's threaded. I'm gonna do the same to this one. See if this one will thread in. Yep, that one's threading in. So now I'm gonna take my T45 again. I'm gonna tighten these down. Once I do that, I always do this just for a little reassurance. I'm gonna put my Allen wrench back in. I'm just gonna give a couple taps with a hammer just to make sure they're nice and snug. Don't want these coming loose. Good. Now the worst part, well, my most hated part. We gotta get this new clip on. Here's the new clip. So we're gonna get that put onto the front here. So the way I usually do this, I get one end under here, and then I get this one in the hole on the actual caliper, and then pry this far end down and try and hold it in place, and use a hammer to tap it in. Don't get me wrong, that one just went in way easier than they typically do. They're usually not that easy. I usually struggle with them and they're not fun. But everything's back together. It's all done. You just got to break the pads in. Make sure you torque your lug nuts to factory spec, which I believe is 100 foot-pounds on this vehicle. And pump your brake pedal about half pumps until you get pedal pressure back before trying to move the vehicle. Other than that, it's good to go. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like my content, like and subscribe. See you later.